Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to you guys' time. Today I am back with another recipe, you guys. I want to show you all how I make my mouth-watering meat. You guys, if you know how to cook it in this way, you will never ever boil your meat and fry your meat at the same time. This is the best recipe for me, and wow, I'm so excited today to share with you guys because I thought, okay, why don't I share it with my family, at least to tell them the delicious meat I usually eat. So I got this cow meat already, I washed it. I have my milk right here. I will be starting with my milk today, and then we would go gradually through the process. I have all my ingredients that I would be needing for later on. So I would just open the milk right now because I just brought it. I used the one I had before because this dish actually my husband likes it a lot. He just wanted to eat this, like he wants to eat it in a vegetable soup. So I said, why don't I just make a video for you all and show you guys, how I do make this meat. And definitely when you see this video, you would also see my vegetable soup video also, because I would be making vegetable soup with this recipe, like with this meat. Okay, so all right, now I have the milk inside. You could just get as much as you can just to at least cover the up of the meat. As you can see, mine is almost. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes. I usually leave it inside the milk for at least the whole night. But this time I don't want to wait, and I just can't wait. I would be leaving this in the fridge for 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, we are going to start the process of making this meat. You guys, you are going to love this. If you knew this recipe before, now, wow. Okay, so leave me a comment if you already know about this recipe or it's your first time seeing this recipe. Thank you guys. All right, so oops, I can't even open this, you guys. I just need to open it and put it in here. Oh, so I have it covered. Now I'm just gonna cut it and put this in the fridge for 30 minutes. Like I said, I just want it to soak in the milk. I want it to marinate in the milk, and then after that we will be throwing the milk out. So here we go. Now let's go put this in the refrigerator. All right, we took the meat out of the way. Now let's chop my veggies. I have onions and garlic here. I chopped my onions and garlic. I usually use the help of my half moon to chop my onions because I like when my onions and garlic are really so thin that you can't even notice that they are in the soup. That is why I usually use this. If you don't have this is a lifesaver for you in your kitchen. For me, it's so helpful because I love when my onions is so thin, not when it's big and you can literally see it in the food. So I'm done chopping everything. It's ready, and now it's time to start cooking. So I turn on my heat. I added some oil. I added my ginger first, and then I walk in with the onions. I'm gonna let this cook until it's a little bit light brown so we could add other stuff in it. I left it there in the fire for it to cook for a minute, and I brought the meat out because it's about time to start cooking. It's been an hour since this meat is in my refrigerator. I told you guys that I was going to let it sit for 30 minutes, but I decided to leave it for an hour because it's perfect for me. So I strained out the milk. Definitely you need to strain out the milk. You make sure that all the milk is out of it. You don't want to have milk in this food. The milk is already in the meat. That is where we want it to be. So the meat is going to put the milk in the food. It's really tasty. Now I'm done doing that. We're going to go to my fire. I think my stuff is burning. I think, oh no, it's perfect. So now I'm going to add the meat in here. and mix everything together. Make sure the meat really boils in, the onions really boils in the meat like that. As you can see, my onions are all drained away. So I mixed this a little bit and I covered it for 10 to 15 minutes. And now I open it. I want to first of all mix it and make sure that everything is right in there. I let it cook again for another 20 minutes because it needed to be cooked a little bit. I wanted to be all brown before I started adding my spices. Yeah, in this video I used some pepper, I used also some curry, and I also used some mix blend that I got from the supermarket for meat. It's made especially for meat. And I used another one because I love spice in my food. I used another mixed blend of another spices and I added it in. It's just the perfect blend. The spice is preference, choice preference. You could put whatever you want in there. If you have whatever you have in your kitchen, you could use it. I did not add water in this. I just let it cook. I let it steam inside its own heat because when I cover it, it tends to leave out some water. So I used that to cook the meat. Actually, my meat was a little bit strong, so I did this process for at least I think an hour or so, or even more. I'm not really sure anymore. I let this cook again for another 15 minutes, and as you guys could see, the meat is boiling and it left a lot of water, but my meat was not ready. I needed to cook it more because it was still strong, so I let it cook for another 10 minutes. I'm not even sure if all the hours I'm counting. I knew I cooked it more than an hour anyway. As you can see, the water that it left are all drying up and my meat is almost ready. So I'm going to leave this. I left it to cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, I think so, before you could finally see the changes of the meat. You guys, oh my god, I think if you try this recipe in your house, you will never ever cook your meat in another way. Let me know anyways in the comment section if you guys actually tried this and how it came out, how it tasted, and if you love this more than any other recipe. I don't fry my meat, I just cook it like this. Right here you can see now the water is all dried up and I'm trying to it's not really fry. I'm gonna still leave it in there for it to cook until all the water is dried up. You guys, look at my meat, so mouth watering. Oh my gosh, so yummy and delicious. I just want to keep eating it even in my phone. Now this is the perfect how I want my meat to look like. This is just how it's supposed to be. It looked like it was fried, but actually it was not fried. Right here it's ready. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and don't forget to share with your friends. If you tried this, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Bye.